G'day everyone, joined by Tom up at Uriah. Time to take a look at our runners on the weekend. Let's kick off at the Valley on Friday night. Our first runner comes up in race 4 over the mile. We've got Riverina Explorer for Ben Allen.
His form's been really good, nice and fit, and I think he's a really good each way chance.
Race 5, the 955 metre challenge. First up from a spell, Magnetar again for Ben Allen.
If the rain comes, he's got okay form on softish ground. He's still carrying a little bit of condition, so whatever he does, he'll improve.
And we've got a couple of runners in the final event on the card over 1200 metres. Both last start winners. The first of those, Iman for Corey Parrish.
She's going to start. She's first emergency. She won impressively at Geelong, and she looks to have nice ability. And Paper Chaser is a second emergency, so she hasn't got a run yet. Drawn very wide, but she won very well, and she sat on the pace when she did that. So the wide gate's not too big a concern.
Before we take a look at Sandown on Saturday, we've got one runner in Perth in the Group 1 $1 million Winterbottom Stakes. Furyk for Damien Oliver, Gate 9.
She's arrived there safe and well. Her work's been excellent leading into the race. Back to the sprint distance, and I think she's got a really good chance.
To Sandown on Saturday on what looks like potentially being a wet track. The opening race for 2-year-olds over 1,000 metres. We've got 2 debutantes. The first, a colt by Sebring out of Recuperate called Seberate.
He's been doing well at the jump outs. I think that he's a nice horse in the making. I look forward to seeing him under race conditions.
And we also have a filly by I'm Invincible out of She's Choice called Classic Choice for Craig Williams.
She's got good speed and worked very well at the beginning of the week heading into this. Good jockey, and I'm sure she'll go to the races and do everything right. Race
2 over the 1,300 metres. We've accepted with 3 runners. First of those is Memory Bank for Western Australia apprentice Fred Kersley.
Yeah, she was a nice first up win. She looks to have come on from that. This is a bit tougher here. Comes in well after the claim, and she looks to have improved off her first up win.
And we also have the consistent Royale effort from Gate 3, Regan Bayliss.
She'll get a good run in the race. Has been knocking on the door. Very fit, and I'm sure he'll run to his best.
And we also have Wanted Diva for Ben Allen, Gate 9.
She's been a little bit disappointing. I don't mind the slightly wider draw, and she comes in well after the claim. On her best form, she should certainly be competitive, but probably has got to improve the length on recent runs.
Race 3 over the mile for fillies and mares. We've got Miles of Krishan for Regan Bayliss, Gate 1.
Very hard and fit, goes into winkers, and I think she's got a good each way chance in a tough race.
2 runners in race 4 over the mile. The first is Justice Glory, Fred Kersley, claiming 3.
It's got good form at Sandown. Was a little bit disappointing last start. Comes in well after the claim, and once again, if she was to find her best form, she'd be very competitive.
And trying to make it 3 wins in a row, Al Razi for Regan Bayliss in Gate 1.
Yeah, coming out of the provincials, is very hard and fit. Sits up on the pace, and I'm sure she'll give a great sight.
Race 5 over the 1,400 metres. First up from a spell, Guangzhou for Fred Kersley.
Has done well at the recent jump outs. Looks to have come back and improved. He's competed well at Sandown. From that gate, we'll have to go back, but watch for him hitting the line hard late.
Across to race 8 over the 1,800 metres. We've got 3 runners again. The first up from a spell, Al Haram, Regan Bayliss.
An imported galloper. He forms over 2,400. This looks a nice distance to kick him off in, and obviously we're still learning about the horse.
We also have Portion Control for Craig Williams in Gate 2.
He was a little bit disappointing last start. He's very fit. I'm sure Craig will give the horse every chance, and I'm sure he can run an improved race.
And rounding out the trio is Shards for Corey Parrish.
Was disappointing last start, but ran well the start before. He's also got a little bit of wet track form if the rain comes, and I'm sure he'll run an improved race.
The final event over 1,300 metres, we've got a couple of runners. The first is Wall Street Wolf, drawn in Gate 17.
A wide gate actually suits this horse. He likes a bit of galloping room. If the track was really wet, it might be a bit of a concern, but he's certainly on his best form. He'd be competitive, but this is a pretty strong race.
And trying to make it 4 from 4 is Saddle the Sun for Regan Bayliss.
Really progressive horse. This is a tough test for him. and a slightly wider draw. I'm not sure about him on wet ground, but I'll be glad to see how he measures up to City Grey.
And on what looks a tough weekend for the stable, Tom, can you steer us into a winner?
I thought that Guangzhou jumped out really well. He's probably small each way, but one to follow. And if anyone's still got money by the time the Winterbottoms run, I'd have something each way on Fury.
Thanks, Tom.